While we love interviewing our horsemen about the standout equines in their stable, it's super great to get to know them, the horsemen themselves, a little better. From their background to silly stuff to life advice. So for that, we have a segment we simply call Q&A. And for this one, we're bringing in the always awesome trainer, Joe Hundertpfund Jr. How did you get into harness racing?
I grew up in New Jersey, right near Freehold Raceway. And when I was a teenager, my dad was a policeman at the time. And on the side, he used to be a painter. So we knew nothing about horses. I never touched a horse until I was like 17 or 18 years old. But anyway, in high school, he used to want to take me painting with him sometimes on weekends. And then one day he said to me, he says, bring a change of clothes, but don't tell your mother. I said, okay. So I brought a change of clothes. We wore our painting clothes out. And I said, Dad, what are we doing? He says, we're going to Freehold Raceway tonight. I said, really? So we changed back into our good clothes, went into the track and spent the whole day at Freehold. And after we left, put my painting clothes back on and went back home. And we did that numerous times without telling Mom. And then I kind of got hooked. I kind of loved it. And little did I know back then that I'd make a career out of it. And my mom would actually be assistant paddock judge for many years at Freehold. So it's funny how that worked out.
What was the first text you got this morning?
It was actually from my daughter, Julie, and she says, what the hell do you mean we're sending Emma Sue to Plain Ridge? Because we got rid of her favorite horse, was leaving today, and I didn't tell her until late last night, and then she texted me this morning and she was upset about it.
Who's the most famous person on your contact list, and when's the last time you talked to him?
That's the easiest question of all. It is my granddaughter, Layla, because nobody else I know gets calls from Justin Bieber and Billie Eilish. She's been on Ellen, and everybody knows her, and I am just Layla's grandfather at this point, and I see her every day.
What's perfect about your life?
Right now, it is really, really good right now, and mostly it's obviously because of my family. I'm a very, very big family man, and all my kids are with me all the time, my wife, my grandkids, and there's not a day that goes by that they're like my best friend. Besides being family, we're all best friends, and we spend all our time together. My wife is Doreen, and we've been married for 42 years, and we have 6 kids, ranging from 41 down to 20. And we have 5 grandkids, because some of the older ones are married and gone, and I still have 2 in college, and I can't wait for them to get through.
If you weren't training horses, what do you think you'd be doing?
There was a time in my life when I actually saw myself possibly being a teacher, like a high school, especially math. I was a very good math student, and there was a time that I thought I could possibly enjoy being a math teacher and also like a baseball coach for that school, because I'm a big baseball fan, and I would love to have been a coach for a high school team, but I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing right now anyway.
What kind of music do you like, and is there a song you love to sing in the car?
I'm definitely a classic rock guy, being I grew up in the 70s and whatever, and my favorite song always is Jersey Girl, because I married one, Bruce Springsteen, Jersey Girl. I love the song, but the song that I definitely will crank up and sing to and embarrass everybody is Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, because when my first daughter Julie was born, that was kind of popular at the time, and I used to always sing it to her. And in fact, when she got married, that was her father-daughter dance song, and we danced and sung Sweet Child of Mine at her wedding. So I still sing it. I still rock it a little bit.
Do you know your heritage? What is it?
Well, the Hundertpfunds go back to Austria, and in fact, some of my because of social media and Facebook, some Hundertpfunds from Austria have actually reached out to us, and we've been communicating a little bit. And in fact, one of them, Tobias Hundertpfund, is a horseman in Austria. and not with racing, but I guess he does like some stunt performing and stuff. And I've seen videos of him shooting a bow and arrow off a horseback and things like that. So we communicate a little bit. And part of my like bucket list, I would love to go to Austria and meet some of the Hundertpfunds there, because it's an unusual name obviously, and all the Hundertpfunds in the U.S. we're all related and we all basically Americans. But over in Austria, there's a whole group of Hundertpfunds, and I'd like to go over there and meet them.
What's your best life advice?
Well, being a father of 6, I give a lot of advice, obviously. And I always tell everybody, my kids and everything, to obviously pick a job that you like. Pick a job that you love, and you'll be happy forever. And surround yourself by positive people. Definitely, because there's, you don't, and another thing I always tell them too is don't wait for everything to be perfect to be happy. You should be happy every day and do the best you can with everything and be happy every day. So that's basically what I try to teach them.